that are asking about tea leaf reading. I actually have one of these specific cups for tea leaf reading. Everybody does tea leaf reading a little bit differently. I was taught using a cup similar to this. It kind of has a little bit of cheat sheet on it. It has, you know, your sun, your moon, your Jupiter, like all those things. This has all the zodiacs on it. I do mine just a little differently. While I've been doing Reiki, I actually have a cup of tea that has been sitting here this entire time. This is actually a cup of my Blue Raven tea. If you guys don't know about it, I make a specific tea blend called the Blue Raven. It is for meditative purposes. It has Blue Lotus in it. It has Klipdaga in it. It has a few other things in it, but yes, so this has been sitting here in between me and you, soaking up all of this energy. Soaking up all of this energy. So what I do, since you are not here in front of me physically to drink the tea, is I put a little bit in there and then I flap it out on the cup, on the plate really hard, and we read it. Yeah, words? So Lizzy button is first. So I try to get a good spoonful. And this is how we read it. So what's left in the cup looks like this. And you see that all of that actually landed on, Cancer. There's a little bit over here between Taurus and Gemini, but not a lot. Almost the entire chunk landed on Cancer. So what we're going to look at is all of this in here. Hey, baby, how are you? All right. So here's what we're looking at, okay? One of the first things I see is all of this that came up here across this bell. A little bit of it is on the spade, but the vast majority of it is on the bell. There's a lot of stuff right here under your moon telling me that it's like a little ball. See? It's like a little ball. So what that tells me is that you have been completely blocking off your own emotions lately. Thank you, love. Not only have you been blocking off your own emotions lately, but you actually have a lot of stuff over here underneath your Mercury. A lot. See how it kind of goes down? It's just festering. In other words, you have a ton of things that you need to say that they're legit just festering. You're not saying anything. So seeing that all of this ended up on Cancer, I mean, there's a little bit that didn't, but the vast majority of it ended up on Cancer. Some of it's in Gemini. Seeing that your moon is cut off, your communication is cut off, and then when I look over here and I see under Venus, see how that's way down in there? Honey, you are so blocked, it's not even funny. You are so blocked, it's not even funny. You have a little bit here on your Mars. You have a lot on this bell. You've had a lot of really intense things hit you repeatedly, as in not ringing your bell, but epiphany after epiphany after epiphany. So as this epiphany has happened, you have not only kind of turned your own emotions off, you have turned your communication off. You have also turned off any aspect of love, self-love, etc. You've just kind of gone completely cold. You've shoved all of that down in the middle. There is a little bit over here on your sun. You also have been pretty angry at the world lately. As far as the tea itself goes, there's not really a lot of shapes in it. Being that Cancer is a water sign and Cancer is a very intensely emotional sign, you're super disconnected from who you are So here's what I'm going to say, Lizzy, honey, okay? Something has got you super disconnected from who you are, from this amazing, soft, squishy person that you are inside. It's now pulled everything into the middle. You are having a hard time showing any type of love, communicating correctly. You're having a hard time dealing with your own emotions. So what I'm going to say is this. Honey, you need a break. The other thing that I'm looking at here is, see how there's 3 different clumps. There's that one, there's that one, and there's that one. There's 3 different clumps. You need a break. You're so fragmented and you're so disassociated from your own inner self, your own authentic self. If you don't get a break and if you don't get these things back together, it's going to be harder and harder and harder the longer you wait. Okay? If you guys choose to take a break, to take a mental health day, thank you, love, to anything, okay? Mental health days are a thing. Self-love days are a thing. Emotional days are a thing. Miss Lizzy, you've got to take a break. You don't have to go on vacation. You don't even have to let anybody know that you're home. Seriously, you don't have to let anyone penetrate your safe space. Taking a break, for those of you guys that live in a place and have the means to be able to just take off on a drive, that's what I highly recommend. You know what's going on? If you guys have watched me for any length of time, then you've heard me talk about this. Disconnecting is a thing. We get so bogged down in our daily life that we get overly grounded, overly connected in who we are, what we are, where we are. Disconnecting is a thing. Get in your car. Decide how much time you have. I have 30 minutes. Cool. Pick a direction, drive for 15 minutes, and then get out, stretch, and get back in and drive back. You're making me yawn a lot. By disconnecting, it helps you to see where you've been pulling apart from your own emotions, pulling apart from your communication, from your self-love. Disconnecting is a fantastic thing to do to help you just breathe. To help you just breathe. So, Miss Lizzy, you need to disconnect. You need to completely disconnect from all of these things that have pushed you to the side. Okay? There is such a thing as being too grounded, y'all. When you are too grounded, you get stuck in a rut and you cannot get out. When you get too grounded, this is when you can't see the forest for the trees. You're too far in the dirt and you're not going to go anywhere else but in that dirt. So, you have to take a break. You have to have a disconnect. This goes for every one of you. The fact that you had all of that lump of tea that landed on Cancer tells me that you're actually a pretty squishy person, Miss Lizzy. That you're actually a very squishy person. Make sure to get all the little gunkies off. So, Lizzy, I know that whatever that bell moment is really kind of fucked you up a little bit. We all have those moments, trust me. We all have those moments. Okay? It's okay if you guys need to take a break. Seriously, it is. It's okay. Be big enough to say, hey, I need a break. I've got to walk away. I've got to walk away for a minute. This doesn't mean that you have to go spend a whole bunch of money. Doesn't mean you have to go somewhere fancy. It means that you literally walk the fuck away from everything for a little bit. That's it. That's it. Walk the fuck away. Okay? It's okay. And here's the thing too. If someone has a problem with you needing a break, if someone has a problem with you needing to step away from something for a little bit, has a problem with you needing alone time, maybe they're part of the problem. Everyone needs alone time. Everyone needs a reset. Every single person needs a breather. Okay? Okay? And if you were sitting in front of me, I would give you a big old hug. I am a hugger. I used to not be. I am now. All right. I just wish I could just give you a big old hug, Lizzy. Like, seriously, I wish I could just give you a big old massive hug. All right, Miss Shannon. Miss Shannon is next. Not quite enough tea. There we go. Almost every bit of your tea stayed in here. You had a little bit that came out on the Gemini. I even turned the plate. And a little bit in the middle. But almost every single... Oh, you have some insane drama going on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Okay, we're going to look at the teacup here in a minute. We're going to look at the teacup here in a minute. I was interested because all the tea stayed in the teacup. Look, all of it stayed in the teacup. We're going to read that in a minute. But then I caught this. So you have a little bit right here on Gemini. You have a little bit down here on the star in the middle, okay? But look at all of this just scattering of junk right here under the Leo. A little bit under Cancer, but the vast majority of it is right here under this Leo. That is a lot of widespread drama. Like someone dropped a drama bomb and it went everywhere. So the vast majority of your tea is over here on your Jupiter and on your Mercury. Your personal power, your luck. What I love too is you have a whole bunch up here on the horseshoe as far as luck goes as well. You also have a lot on your Saturn right now. I would love to see. So here's the thing, Shannon. Here's the first thing I'm going to recommend. Okay. Okay. Right. I'm pretty sure you can do it on Cafe Astrology, but you need to look at your birth chart. You need to look at your birth chart, but you need to look at it now in this moment. Because something has shifted with you. This drama bomb right here, even though it's still there, like it's pretty widespread. It's pretty dispersed, okay? Whoever dropped this drama bomb did you a favor. Now, I know when I said that, people were like, okay, no. Yes. Sometimes people do you a huge, huge favor when they drop a drama bomb, even if it's not on you. And I don't think this was on you. I think you're like collateral damage in this drama aspect because they have shoved you into the limelight, into a position where your Jupiter is on absolute fire, your Mercury is on absolute fire, and you have a massive amount of this over here on your Saturn as well, which is karma. Plus, it's oozing up onto the horseshoe. They did you a huge favor. So now, I'm not going to say to get involved with the drama. What I am going to say is just continue in the in the path that you're on with this collateral damage with the drama bomb here, because they are doing you such a humongous favor. They dropped this drama bomb thinking that they were going to screw all these other people over, but and they may have screwed some people over, but not you, not you. Not you. Like they did you a massive favor, Shannon. They did you a massive favor. Oh, there's Lizzy. I'm glad you were over here, sweetie. Did you get to hear everything on your reading? Did you get to go back? But Shannon, they're doing you a huge favor. They're doing you a huge favor. They did you a huge favor. And as long as you just continue to kind of stay where you're at, just walk forward. Yeah. Yeah. It's so funny. And here's the thing. I would absolutely continue to be like, oh God, no, not more drama. No. Oh no, God. They're doing you a favor. Like literally, it's bringing all of this amazing luck right into your lap. The more drama they cause, the better you look. The more drama they cause, the more lucky you get. Like, it's funny. It's really funny. Yeah. Ride the drama wave, Shannon. Seriously. Yeah. In fact, I would egg them on. I would egg them on. Yeah, I would egg them on. Thank you, love. It absolutely backfired. Yeah, it absolutely backfired. I mean, I think it's funny. I think it's funny. You should think it's funny too. It's awesome. It's working out fantastic for you. Hello in California. How's California this evening? Hey, Knox, thank you. Yeah, that's awesome. Shannon, is this, I'm just curious. This is work related, yeah? It's okay? California's just okay? Do y'all know that used to be Oklahoma's motto for a while? It used to be on our license tags, license plates. Oklahoma is okay. I don't know who came up with that, but it was terrible. Oklahoma is okay. Okay. I bought a shirt the other day that says, Oklahoma, it's not that bad. I thought it was funny. I think it might be you've had some awesome stuff happen. Yeah. Whoever it was that tried to cause the drama at work did you a massive favor. Like, they did you an amazing, massive favor. I'd egg their ass on. I would egg them on. Yeah. Just saying what I'm saying. I'm just saying what I'm saying. All right. Why is this wanting to do this? Because it's being an asshole. Okay. I'm going to refresh my list. Is it just me in technology, or is it everybody in technology? Just saying. Just saying what I'm saying. All right. I really, really dislike this thing right now. I just want you guys to know. I just want you guys to know. All right. I mean, Tiff, I don't know if you or Sass or somebody's here. I'm having problems with my list. Like, it's not updating. All right. Miss April Williams, you are next, sweet pea. Like, it's updating, but it keeps, like, I don't know what the fuck it's doing. Aw, thank you, love. Yeah, I think it's everyone's. It's kind of a, your washer's even acting up. That's not right, man. All right, Miss April Williams, ready? Interesting. Okay. A lot in Pisces. Big chunk between Taurus and Gemini. Let's look here. Ooh, this is some love stuff. All right, then. I mean, it's also a bunch of karmic shit. All right. So the reason I said, oh, this is some love shit, is because this big old wad right here on the heart. It goes down through the Jupiter, comes all over here up onto Saturn, which is karmic shit. There's a little bit right here over the Venus. So what this tells me is, April, there's an issue right now with you in some interpersonal relationships. This has to do a lot with, I'm going to say, somebody trying to overstep your personal power. Like, they're trying to assert their authority over your personal power. And here's the problem. This person, this is somebody that's been in your life for a while. So whenever I say interpersonal relationships, I just mean this could be love interest, it could be family, it could be a friend, whatever. But the love aspect up here, this is somebody that is really deep in here. It's really deep in here. So love doesn't always have to be romantic love. This could be a family member. This could be someone that you've had issues back and forth with for a long time. You have had issues with them for a long time because of this karmic aspect right here, because of the T being all over the Saturn. This is something you have done with this person repeatedly. They continually try to overstep their bounds. They continually try to overstep your personal power. I would bet they undermine you a lot. And you're getting to the point where you are absolutely fed up with it. So the fact that this, your Venus right here is completely clear, it tells me that you're about ready to cut this tie with them. But here's what I'm going to say. It's not time to cut the tie with them yet. And here's why. See how there's a space here between your personal power and all of this gunk here, but every other bit of it is pretty connected. There is one more thing that needs to happen with this person to kind of complete this karmic bond. Does that make sense? Being that this is a lot of Pisces energy here, this is a lot of deep emotional energy, it's a lot of deep thinking, etc. I don't think that, okay, let me back up. I do think that you've gotten to the point where you're just completely done. You are completely done. However, You can't let go just yet for some reason, and you don't know why. This right here is why. That right there is why. There's one more aspect with this person that you have to deal with before you can cut the tie. I will say this, with this having a lot of Pisces energy in it, I find it really interesting. Pisces is one of those water signs. Most water signs don't like to wait. They don't like to wait. If their gut tells them to do something, they jump on it. They don't stop. Like if they're sure of something, and they're going to do it. So this Pisces energy here has to do with this person here. Unfortunately, you're going to have to wait for this last little thing. This last little thing. Okay, April? Because if you don't and you cut ties now, you're going to come right back around into this. So give it just a little bit longer. Let this karmic bond play out and completely solidify. Does that make sense? Then you can cut the bond. I think that this is why a lot of people have problems cutting ties, because they don't wait for that karmic bond to solidify before they try to cut it. If you don't wait for that karmic bond to solidify, it's just going to reattach and come right back around. So I'm sorry that you're going through this. I'm so glad that you're going. I'm so sorry that you're going through this. I was reading that. I'm so glad that the algorithm sent me this. I'm glad that you found me over here, Jesse. If you guys are not following me over here on YouTube, please do. I would love to see you over there. Yeah, Miss April, let this play out first. I know it sucks, and I know it sucks, and I hate giving you that advice, but I'm just trying to keep you from doing it again. You know what I mean? I have a feeling you've already done this repeatedly with this person, and I mean, I'm all about getting it done, so yeah. Just get it done and let them completely go. You know what I mean? Knock that off your karmic list of shit you don't want to ever do again. Just saying what I'm saying. Just saying what I'm saying. All right. Miss Wanda. A little bit more. You are doing everything you can to center yourself right now. I am going to say that I'm super proud of you for that. You really, really are. You are working amazingly. Here's why I say that, okay? So, there's a little bit of tea out here, but that just is what it is. But the main glob fell right here in the middle, okay? Well, almost in the middle, just right there. That tells me that you're really trying to pull everything in and center yourself. So, I said that, but then when I look at this, see how everything is pulled down here in the middle? It's not really up. That's just the little bit of tea that's in there. It's not really up on any of the sides. It's almost all down here in the middle. It's not coming up anything. It is coming up your Mars just a little bit. So that tells me that there's a fire that has gotten absolutely lit under your ass to center yourself, to become self-aware, to really heal you. Like, see, there's only one big swatch right here in the middle. Everything else is coming in like this. You are absolutely getting back to the real you. There's actually a face in here. Do you see it? Do you see the face? Here's what I'm going to say, Miss Wanda. Take a good look at your face in the mirror, okay? Just stand there for a moment. Just look into your own eyes. See the eyes? See the nose? Like, yeah, there's a face here. Just stand there for a minute. And as you're standing there, I just want you to, I want you to think about the things that used to be you. You know, we all have things that, those things we did, that was us. That was our authentic self. Okay. And then we stop doing them as we get a little older for either adult reasons or because we don't want people to think we're weird. Whatever the reason is. Whatever those things were, Miss Wanda, that you stopped doing, you can do them again. You can do them again. But seeing this right here, seeing the face, seeing everything being centered like this, honey, I'm really proud of you. I'm really proud of you. And I just wanted to reiterate that. This tells me that you've been working really, really hard. You haven't been letting anybody else's bullshit get to you. I mean, we all have other people's bullshit that gets to us, but you've really been working super hard to not let it pull you off your track. So the fact that you have this face here in the middle, that you've had this fire lit under your ass, honey, you need to go celebrate how hard you've been working. You need to go celebrate how hard you've been working. I would bet that no one is really seeing how hard you are working. Instead, they're probably pissed because you've been pulling away from them. You haven't been getting involved in their stupid ass little games, or you're cutting people out because you are working on Wanda. You are working on you. Keep that fire. Keep that fire under your butt. Let it absolutely get you back to you. You have a tiny bit creeping up toward the moon here, but not a lot. That's the only other aspect I see. There's some with communication, but as we get back to our authentic self, we start speaking up for ourselves a lot more. So, Wanda, you absolutely deserve a little Wanda party. You deserve to have a reward. And as everybody's getting mad at you and saying that, you know, they don't understand why you're acting the way you're acting or why you won't talk to them anymore or whatever, the more people that freak out because you have been cutting them out, that ought to tell you right there who the actual problem was. It wasn't you to begin with. I mean, if they're throwing the fit about it, the people that are supposed to be in your life, the people that are authentically your friend, that are authentically there for you, will be happy at every single make. Okay? I promise. They'll be happy with every single change you make, Wanda. They'll be supportive and they'll be proud of you. I'm proud of you. This is fantastic. This tells me you've been doing a just a tremendous amount of inner work. A tremendous amount. So, does that make sense, Miss Wanda? Oh, I'm not crying, you're crying. Is it that kind of moment? For those of you guys on YouTube, Wanda said, thank you, Bodhi. My eyes are leaking. I really needed to hear this tonight. You are so welcome, honey. You are absolutely welcome. Anytime. Anytime. And know that we're all proud of you. Everybody in here right now is proud of you, because it takes a lot to work on. It takes a lot to work on ourselves and to get back to our authentic self, because we start being someone else for so long that, yeah. I'm proud of you, sweetie. I'm super proud of you. All right, Miss Kelley Allen. There you are. How are you? How are you feeling? How are you doing? I love the way this tea smells. So it's making my whole office smell good. I always hate it when I do that. I'm always like, ah! Oh. You are really trying to get out of your own head right now, aren't you? You're trying to get out of your own head and you're trying to find balance. Okay. Okay. Well, that's a lot of shit going on. I think I took my glasses in the other room. Y'all hear that wind? Listen to that shit. Did y'all hear that? Hear my wind chime out there? I got that for my birthday from one of you wonderful fans, Miss Sarah. I love it. It still hangs out there. This is a lot going on, Kelley. So here's what I'm looking at, okay? Now, the main thing I'm looking at is this. The vast majority of this is over your Jupiter right here, over your personal power. The rest of it kind of comes up here on this, on your Saturn. But the vast majority is down here in the bottom. On the bottom, there's actually like an eagle here in the middle. One with the wings outstretched like that. It's right there in the bottom. So the eagle, especially in this formation, the way it looks, usually represents something to do with someone who is in the military. Also represents personal strength. The fact that this is over your personal power and has a lot to do with your Saturn up here. So I'm going to say this. Pay attention to your gut, because there's a lot of things on your Saturn, and because there's a lot of things over here, like the vast majority of it is on your Jupiter, on your personal power. Trust your gut. everything going on around you right now has meaning. You have someone that was very close to you that this eagle represents that is trying to guide you. They're sending you a lot of signs. It's almost like, see how the eagle right here, here's a little bit of stuff that's on your Saturn, but the vast majority is down here. It's almost like they're trying to protect you from this stuff up here. Do you see what I'm saying? They're trying to protect you from whatever this karmic shit is. Like they've got the wings outstretched. They're trying to give you the time to get your personal power back before you have to deal with anything else. So they're absolutely, hey, Arden, thank you, honey. They're absolutely trying to make sure that you are okay and you have your personal power on point before you have to deal with anything else. So if you are worried right now that things are kind of stagnant or they're not moving as fast as they should, it's for reasons. It's for reasons. This person is trying to keep you happy and protected while you gain your personal power back. So I know I said that you're kind of overthinking a lot of things and trying to find balance. Give it time. Okay? Give it time. Let things be stagnant for a little bit. Let them be stagnant for a little bit. Don't try to push too hard. If you try to push too hard, he's going to say, no, 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 no. Yeah. So, it's okay to be stagnant for a little bit, Kelley. So you're getting all of this personal power back. He's trying to help you with that. I think that's fantastic. He's shielding you from this stuff over here right now. And just because I kind of know what you've been through lately, I think you deserve to have a little bit of a shield. A lot of a shield. So let him shield you, okay? Therapy in a teacup. Oh, I hope it's a good cry. Y'all can't tell me that I made you cry and then not. Better be a good cry. Okay, I love you. I love you, sweetie. I love you too. I forgot how much I like doing tea readings. So I will tell you guys that if you come into my shop once the expansion is done, I will be happy to do an in-person tea leaf reading for you. If I have time, let me put that disclaimer on there, because sometimes I'm on a live and don't get to visit with some of you guys when you come in. I just may have to do some live tea leaf readings. So on the 28th of October, I will be live most of the day. Patricia Lopez, you are next, sweetie. I will be live most of the day on October 28th. I have one of the local radio stations coming out to do a remote. I also have the Chamber of Commerce doing a ribbon cutting for the new expansion. And for those of you guys that are horror fans, I have Mark Burnham, who is the current Leatherface, coming to the shop to sign autographs. And if you guys would like to get an autograph from Mark, he was also in Buffy the Vampire Slayer. He's been in some other really funny, interesting movies as well. Mark's going to be doing a virtual signing here on TikTok. So if you guys would like to get an autograph, personal autograph from Mark, and you can't come all the way to go home, it's okay. I got you. I got you. So all you got to do is go grab your ticket, put the name in exactly as you want it written, and Mark will sign it live for you, and we will send it to you. Yes, I'll be doing a video about all of it. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. Why am I going to sneeze, Patricia? I knew that was coming. All right. Well, most of your tea came out. There's a puppy dog face. See it? Like a little sad puppy dog. Dogs represent loyalty. What I'm looking at is this, though. Ooh, Miss Patricia, you are way too grounded. So the first thing, it's hard for me to pick the plate up and show you, but there's an owl, like a great horned owl. I'm trying to hold it where you guys can see his horns coming out there. Malik T all over my desk. There's his bottom. He's even got like the beak sticking out right there. And the whole top of his head is a wall between Gemini and Taurus. Every bit of this owl is down here in the Taurus. I mean, a little bit over here, but most of it's down here in the Taurus. You are way too grounded. You're so grounded right now. Being too grounded is a thing. You can be too grounded and be just stuck like horse blinders, you know, just tunnel vision, not seeing anything around you. So the problem is that when we get too grounded, we can't see anything else except for what we're laser focused on. We also are missing signs. The owl here, depending on what culture, what you've been taught. I was taught two different things. An owl is an omen. It's also wisdom. An owl can be a good omen or a bad omen, but it's an omen. It's a, hey, stop and pay attention. But I was also taught that an owl is wisdom. So you're so grounded, you're too grounded to the point that you're not seeing the omens. You're not seeing the signs. You're not hearing the things, seeing the wisdom, etc. And the dog over here, dogs represent loyalty. They represent a pack mentality. So what I see the first, I mean, that's the very first thing I saw was, you know, like just a sad little puppy dog face. But when you look at it even closer, they're actually birds as well. See that it's like a parrot almost right there. And then there's another little one right there facing each other. There's a little bit up there on your Saturn, which is your karma. There's also this big old chunk right here on the rope. It's not time to cut ties with whoever this person is yet. This right here, this chunk right here on this rope, the birds kind of facing each other, the puppy dog, the pack mentality. Whoever it is that you're considering cutting off, it's not time yet. Okay? It's not time yet. So the other thing is this. There's a little bit right here underneath the sun, and then you see the other stuff right here underneath the Saturn. So with it being a straight line underneath the sun, things aren't aligned just yet for you to be able to cut this off. There's something that you have to take care of first. But you can't, it's like you're not seeing what you have to take care of because you're too grounded. So I don't know. I would spend some time in water. The opposite of earth is water. So I would spend some time in water. Whatever sign you are, you need to spend some time with the opposite thing. So if you're an air sign, you want to spend some time in around fire, not in fire, around fire. If you're a fire sign, you want to spend some time with air. If you're an earth sign, you want to spend some time with water. And if you're a water sign, you want to spend some time with earth. That will help get you out of that rut, okay, by experiencing the opposite. I would also pay attention for owls showing up. Owls are an omen in themselves, good or bad. I would pay attention for owls showing up around you. And just know it's not time to let this person go yet. You're a Cancer? Okay. You need to spend some time just earthing, okay? Spend time with people that are earth signs. That will help too. Yeah, it's not time to let this person go yet, Patricia, okay? Don't cut ties completely yet. Now, I'm not saying if this person's a dick not to stop talking to them, because yes, stop talking to them. But it's not time to cut that whole tie yet. Okay? It's just not. It's not time to cut the tie yet. I do find this like super interesting. That's a lot. Pay attention for the owls, pay attention for the signs. And like I said, even though I said you're too grounded in who you are. So you've got like these horse blinders on. So since you're a Cancer, since you're a water sign, you need to spend some time either with people that are an earth sign. You need to spend some time outside. You need to spend some time with some plants, with some trees, etc. Help get that kind of balance a little bit. Water, your water sign will help a little as well. Do you know what I'm talking about with this person? Like letting go of a person, cutting ties with a person. I would bet that they will end up cutting the tie. Yes? Okay, good. Good. I'm glad you knew what I was talking about there. For some reason I feel like I need to tell you to let them be the one to cut the tie. Let them be the one to cut the tie. Now, I'm not saying don't cut it in here inside, with you, but let them be the one to cut the tie. Let them, it's just like, incepting somebody to think that they had this great idea. If they are the ones that think that they cut the tie with you, then they will leave you alone. It works, trust me. I'm just saying. I'm just saying what I'm saying. Inception is a thing. That's what you need to know? Okay, good. Good, I'm glad. Your owl doesn't want to come completely off the plate. He just wants to hang around. All right, Miss Chealsea Smart. Refresh my list again. Probably going to screw it all up. I didn't. Yeah, it did. Son of a bitch. There we go. All right, Miss Chealsea Smart. So I have Chealsea, Linda, Tonya, Hiromi, and Jenelle. I'll do these again. I haven't been doing as many readings lately, guys, because I've been working on this expansion and everything, and I'm exhausted as all get out. So, yeah. But, yes. And here's the cool thing. I'll be doing these from the day, from the shop. There's a lot on the Leo right there, right up on the Leo, and then it's almost a straight line across the plate. This one kind of looks like a butterfly. You got somebody fucking with you, Chealsea? Because the reason I was turning this around, like this kind of looks like a butterfly, but this looks like a flame. Looks like a fire. And it's almost like it's being shot from this Leo clump down here towards the Aquarius. All right. Well, I wasn't wrong. We have a lot of craziness going on. All right, let's figure out where to start, okay? Because this is a lot. This is a lot. You have a lot. You have a big chunk on your Saturn. Actually, let's start here with your sun sign. Your sun sign, there is some T underneath there, but it's like down below the line. Like down below the line. It's almost like you're being kept from who you are. Does that make sense? You're being kept down from who you are. There's a lot here on your Saturn, meaning that you keep saying that what's going on is something karmic that you're trying to get out of, but I don't think it is. It does have to do with your Venus, with your heart, with you giving your love away, because you've also got some up here on the heart itself. You have a lot over the Jupiter, like I almost can't see your Jupiter. And you also have a lot over here on your communication. So whatever this is, this problem going on right here, it is not only keeping you from being who you are, it's absolutely drowning out your communication. It's also drowning out your personal power, and it's keeping you from just being back in love with yourself. Now, there's a difference between being conceited and having a healthy dose of self-love. When you have someone that's keeping you down where you cannot have any type of self-love, yeah. Yeah. So let me say this, because I see the comments there. This is actually my job. This is what I do for a living. This is my job. I have been doing this for a very long time, and I am very good at what I do. Just because someone has a gift does not mean that that gift does not have to be trained and honed to be able to be used effectively. Every single person that has a gift, and every single one of you has a gift. Every single person has a gift. You don't have to be born a witch to have the clairs. Every single person has clairs. Every single person has a gift. Every one of you. But you still have to hone that gift. There are people that are born amazingly musically talented. Do you not think that they still have to practice those instruments? That they have to go to a vocal coach to extend their range with their singing? Do you not think that artists practice and draw? Mm-hmm. So to do things like this is me still working at 10:39 at night, my time. I have been up and at my shop since 7:30 a.m. I've been busting my ass and working. So 7:30, I took about 30 minutes off for dinner. 7:30 to 10. That's how much I've been working. And that's how much I work almost every day. I have trained for a very long time to do what I do. I do it for a living. I do it very well. I'm just saying what I'm saying. I'm just saying what I'm saying. Yeah. Every person that has a gift has to train, has to hone that gift. And yeah. Athletes have a gift. And the ones that are able to use it to make a very comfortable living for themselves and their family, I think that's fantastic. I'm just saying what I'm saying. I'm just saying what I'm saying. So yeah. So if you guys would like me to be on a podcast or anything like that, if you would just send a message to the website, we'll chat. Okay. So yes. She was free for the first 2 minutes or until we had to remove a hex. I'm sorry. That sucks, love. Not everybody is hexed. I'm sorry. That cracks me up. So yeah. All right, back to Miss Chealsea here. This is a lot of gunk. So Chealsea, here's the thing, okay? Because let's get back to this here. This drama being shot at you, the vast majority of it is going to miss. It's just barely going to get you, okay? It's just barely going to get you. But the vast majority of it's going to miss. Y'all hear that? Is that not insane? Is that not insane? That's right there, Nicole. Yeah. We pay everyone for their gifts or talents, but when it's spiritual, we want it for free. Yep. Chealsea, honey, you need to clear the slate. You really do. You have so much going on that it's all... Okay, look at this. Look. You have so much going on that you can't even see... You can't see out of it. It's just like, in the old Scooby-Doo cartoons where he took the knife and he like cut the hole in the fog and poked it out so he could see. Like that's what's going on. Honey, you need to clear the slate. You have way too much on your plate. You have way too much going on. Like you have just overwhelmed yourself. You need to clear the slate and you need to literally step back. Just step back and take a look, because all of this is going to put you down a path that you don't want to be on. And like I said, it's already getting you like shot with some drama flames here. I get to you. Okay? The rest of it is gonna miss, but this is too much, girly. This is too much. You've got to step back. You've got to step back. It's gonna cause you some really bad, some really, really bad issues going on. Yeah. Christine, the wind's crazy up there too. I know we're supposed to have like a cold front move in. I'm thinking about moving all the plant babies inside, getting them set up inside for the winter. Because, yeah, I need to go and make some more videos of the backstories of the plants. All right. Firebomb came off a little easier. Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, I just saw the little bit of it. So yeah, that's kind of what it looked like. All right, Miss Linda. Whoa, you already have freeze warnings. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Yeah, I probably whenever I get off of here, after I do these last 4 readings, I'm going to move them inside and then I'm going to go face plant. But, yeah, we can't lose Hank. We can't lose Hank. You know, I've gone back to look for more Fang plants, and I should have just bought a couple whenever I bought Hank. Because I really, yeah, they're so fucking cool. If you guys have never seen a Fang plant, dude, they're really badass succulents. I'm just saying what I'm saying. All right, Miss Lynn. So the vast majority of yours came out here kind of under the Aquarius. Well, Aquarius and Pisces. There's a duck head. Okay. Well, there's a duck, but on this side over here, there's a whole bunch of things coming out of it. It's almost like being able, used to be able to let things, you know, like water off a duck's back, but there's a lot of things festering over here. It actually looks like a snake coming out like that on the top. Something is keeping your communication from being effective. Like, yeah, absolutely keeping you from having effective communication. Um, there is such a thing as turning the wagons too much. When we circle our own wagons, there, if we don't let anybody in, if we don't talk to anybody about what's going on, it can actually shut out a lot. So with the communications being shut off, the personal power being shut off, even the karma is being shut off down there. You're gonna have to open up and talk to somebody about this. So I see, like, it looks like a bee. See him right there? Like a little bee. There's his little bumble butt, and there's his little antennas. Bees represent hard work and perseverance. They also represent working on your soul, working on part of you. So I would take a step back and I would look at this situation. I would look at whatever this is that's festering right here that used to just roll off your back. And then I would look at who you've kind of shut completely out of your life. Now, I'm not saying they don't deserve to be shut out of your life. I'm saying just look at it. Okay? Just look at it. Look at who, when we circle our wagons, we cut everybody off sometimes. Look at the people that you used to talk to all the time that you no longer talk to. I know you're having issues with your brothers, but I don't necessarily mean them. I mean the people that you have just completely shut out. You don't talk to anybody anymore. Because part of that is what's holding this personal power back right here. See that line? part of that is what's holding your personal power back. There's also a snail right there. Nothing in this situation is going to move very fast. Nothing is going to move fast. It's going to continue to crawl along and be like the bane of your existence for a little while. Ooh. And I'm sorry for that, because I know this is a shitty situation. But the good thing is nothing is going to move fast with it. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Start talking to some of the people that you used to talk to all the time. Not necessarily brothers. But start talking to some of the people that used to be friends, that you used to talk to all the time. Hard work pays off. That B there is very interesting because of what the B represents. I don't like that line is there kind of holding you back from your personal power, but at the same time, I don't see a lot of other things that are issues. Does that make sense? I don't see a lot of other things that are issues. So yeah. I would give it time. I would open up and start talking to some people again, and I would give it time, but just know, like, seeing that snail and stuff, like, none of this is going to move very fast. None of it. Which, to be honest, sometimes things dragging out will work in your favor more than it will work in theirs. Just saying. Just saying what I'm saying. But the fact that almost all of this lump fell out between the Pisces and the Aquarius there, with that duck and the snake. I would start with the small things that used to roll off your back. To be honest, I would start with the small things. Like what used to just roll off your back, but now you go from one to instantly pissed off. See if I can hold it up so you can see the duck. See the duck? Like, let me hold it up so you can see the duck. And then right there is the snake. See it? So, yeah. Be the duck, sweetie. Let all of that festering shit roll off. I know it's hard. I know it's hard, especially when you have all of that family bullshit going on. And unfortunately, I understand, and I'm sorry you're going through that. I'm sorry you're dealing with it. But, yeah, see the snake right there? Coming off the back of his head? Yep. If that doesn't look like a duck, I don't know. Like, if that doesn't look like a duck, then I need to quit reading tea leaves. Because that, I mean, it's even like his beak. Like, it just... perfect. Yeah, it was funny. I was like, okay, we got a duck. We got a duck. Yeah. Look and see what used to roll off your back, Lynn, honey. Start talking to people again. I know when I said that you went, but I don't want to. It's your Woodstock. So that has meaning for you then, the duck? Oh, okay, got you, got you. I love that. I don't know. Let me just say it that way. I don't know, Lynn. I got so many things in over the last couple days. I have just scratched the surface between inventory and everything. I'll let you know whenever I do, though. Okay, I promise. I promise. Oh, okay. Well, I haven't got it yet. I haven't got it yet. Because I don't miss food. I don't miss food. All right. Ready, Miss Tonya? So I have Tonya, Hiromi, and Jenelle. Tonya had no tea come out. See, I want to see something really funny. So I'm a big fan of Alice in Wonderland. Does that not look like the White Rabbit when he's running late? See the ears? There's a little stopwatch. There's a little feet running. Does it not look like the White Rabbit? What I find interesting is when I do these, I put the tea in there. You can see some of it. I, put enough of the tea itself right there. And then I swish it around. I let it sit for a minute, and then I tap it out. Yours didn't move. Girl, you're stuck. You're stuck. Not only are you stuck, but you're wanting to run and do things, but you don't know. I don't think it's that you can't do it. You just don't know where to start. So, I'm going to tell you exactly where to start. This is all right up here on the Venus, and that is your self-love aspect. Don't stress about the love part for other people, for, romantic relationships, whatever. I would work on this, this self-love aspect. The self-love aspect is going to be the key to getting you out of this stuck position. See how his ear, the first ear is right up there? That's funny. Holy hell, yeah. So the good thing is I can just shut that right there. Once you start dissecting why you're stuck, once you start working on self-love, I'm gonna warn you, okay? For those of you guys that you are stuck or in a rut, and I'm giving you some advice here and there to get out of that rut. Be careful what you ask for. Okay? We're just going to say that. Be careful what you ask for, because when you start working on getting out of that rut, the universe is going to see that you're working on it, and suddenly you're going to find yourself going breakneck speed to the point that, when they show the people in the 0G things and their mouths are all flat. Yeah, that's what happens. Once you tell the universe that you're ready to get out of that rut, you can go from 0 to 205 like that. To the point that you'll look back 3 or 4 years later and go, I don't know what just happened. Okay? Now, I will say this. I love that it starts there and not with something karmic. So there's that. That's easy. That's easy to start with. Like the karmic shit, emotional shit. I know some people are like, why? Self-love, blah, blah, blah. I hate, I don't know how to do that. Self-love is so much easier than any of the other things. Just saying, than any of the other things. Yeah, I'm sorry I keep yawning. Like, it just keeps hitting me. But self-love is easy. Self-love is easy compared to karmic shit, owning your own personal power, compared to dealing with a fuck ton of shadow work. All of that can come, but self-love is actually the easiest one to start with. So start there, Miss Tonya, but know that once you start following the white rabbit, like there's no turning back. Just saying, there's no turning back. That goes for all of you. I kind of wish I didn't have both my phones going. I would love to take a picture of that. Hey, will one of my mods take a picture of this for me? Take a screenshot for me. There we go. Let me do it that way. I'm dripping tea all over my desk. Whoops. Oh, hey. The blue Bodhi just followed me. I am so special. The blue Bodhi 14 just followed me. Sorry, I had to screenshot that. Looks like I know what I'll be doing before I go to bed. So not only did I have the blue Bodhi in my live last night, but I had the blue Bodhi follow me tonight. Holy shit. Holy shit. Y'all, the blue Bodhi follows me. She even looks almost exactly like me. Almost. I wonder if the blue Bodhi will message me to ask me if she can consider me for a reading. I just want to be considered. I can't help it. Like, what the fuck? I mean, think about it. I mean, maybe we just really live in parallel universes, and that is the blue Bodhi, like on Rick and Morty. That's blue Bodhi number 14. But I am the Rickest Rick. I'm just saying, I am the Bodhiest Bodhi. I am the Rickest Rick. Maybe there's a citadel of Bodhis. Maybe there's a citadel of Bodhis. But wait, who's my Morty? I need a Morty. Why don't I have a Morty? I mean, I have blue hair. I don't wear the white lab coat. I could change that, though. I can get a white lab coat. I don't know how I'd look in a white lab coat, but I feel like every good Rick should have a Morty. Does the fact that I say I need an adult all the time, does that count as my Morty? Whatever adult I have, would that count as my Morty? No, Sass is like Beth. Sass is like Beth without the Jerry. Yeah, Sass is Beth without the Jerry. I am the Rickest Rick. All right, Hiromi. I'm having way too much fun with this right now. All right, Hiromi. Like when Rick replaces Morty with Two Crows. I love that episode. Oh. I have had a murder of crows flying around my house lately. All right. This is all Hiromi. Wow, there's a big old fish right there. All over the self-love. Ooh, a lot of karmic things going on. Not really a lot of tea came out, but a lot did. Well, some did here on the Gemini. A little tiny bit on the Taurus, and a lot on the Scorpio. I find this interesting. There's like a little thing right here by the sun, and see how it like splits and it has the deal right there? Oh, big old chunk on the Mars. All right. Let's talk about the fish. The fishy right there, jumping up all over that Venus. Actually, we're going to talk about this first. Hiromi, you need to get back to... So every one of us, our sun sign governs who we are, okay? Our ascending is what we put out to the universe. I find it really funny that mine has changed from what I thought it always was, because my mom apparently was wrong about my birth time. That's fine. It's not fine. But your ascending is what you put out to other people, okay? Such as yawn. I don't know which damn sign that is, but we tend to get wrapped up in what we put out to people so much that we forget to be our sun sign. We forget to be our sun sign. So you have this crazy split right here. There's a lot of shit going on karmically. There's a lot of shit. Look at that. It's just kind of all over right here. And it goes all the way down into here. This to me, okay, there's the fish, okay? This to me actually looks like a crab. You can see the one pincer up here, one reaching up like that. There's his little leggies. There's his shell. You see him? But here's the thing. This right here, all of this karmic shit actually bothers me a little bit, okay? But the interesting thing about it is that's a lot. That's a lot. Crabs are very protective. They're very secretive. This also could represent a Cancer in your life, okay? He's letting the fish go. You see it? He's literally words, letting the fish go. The fish is jumping away over here. So it's time to let, it's time to let this go. It's time to let this prize fish go. And being that this is over your Venus here, this is something that you really love, okay? This is something you really love. with this fish being right there, this could be a person, this could be a thing, this could be a job. I hope you know what I'm talking about, Hiromi, but it's time to let this go. I have a feeling that you already know exactly what I'm talking about, because it's probably been on your mind a little bit or a lot bit to let this thing, this person, this situation go already. This is kind of the universal sign of yes, 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 it's time to let them go. So the crab is almost like reaching up for the karma, letting the fish go and reaching up for the karma. In other words, the fish, whatever the fish represents, is holding you back from grabbing what you really, really want, honey. There's a little bit on your Mars, but not a crazy amount. I find it interesting that there's stuff way over here on Scorpio. So there's a lot of Scorpio energy, but there's a ton of Gemini energy and Taurus energy here. So, Hiromi, whatever it is, just leaked tea down my own hand. Whatever it is that you've been contemplating letting go of, it's time. It's time. And I don't know, like, it makes me sad to tell you that. It's like you reach a point in your path. Some people just have this talent, gift, I guess, innately, where you just know when it's time to let things go. You know when it's time to let a person go, let a job go, let whatever. It's just time. What sucks is this. We don't want to let it go because, like, it's ours, you know? Like, we worked hard to get that job, or we really pursued that relationship, or whatever. We worked hard to do that. I don't want to let it go. Sometimes we have to. So, Hiromi, you have to let it go. It's time to let it go. And like I said, I'm pretty sure you already know what I'm talking about. But know that it comes with a much, much better thing afterwards. Okay? There you are. So you know what I'm talking about? I do think it's interesting having the crab there. I mean, the good thing is I don't think it's something bad karmically at all. But I do want to reiterate this. Get back to acting like that sun sign that you are. I'm like, wait, where'd that come from? You just spilled tea all over yourself, dumbass. That's where it came from. Yeah. So do you understand what I'm saying, Hiromi? What it is you have to let go of? And I made a mess. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Nothing is ever easy. Nothing worthwhile is ever easy. Thank you, love. Thank you for the compliment on my hair. All right, the next one is Jenelle. That's a scorpion if I ever saw one. See it right there? You can see it real good on YouTube. See it? It's like going into the Pisces. What I was looking at too, on top of the scorpion right there, this is almost like a lizard or something coming in too. It's even got like a little piece of its tongue sticking out. See it right there? So you've got a scorpion, and then you've got a lizard with its tongue sticking out coming in at the Pisces energy. All right, then. Can't make this shit up. Do you know what you got going on? I shit you not, that looks like a fucking werewolf. See it? And that looks like a little person standing there. So it's almost like your personal power and your karma are fighting with each other. Your personal power has the little human on it, so you're trying to stay strong in who you always thought you were, but karmically you're supposed to be transforming and you don't want to do it. Like you're being stubborn and holding on to the human meat sack there, but you're not wanting to transform, even though karma is like you have to, like you have to. So that tells me you might be just a little stubborn. So here's the thing, Miss Jenelle. Honey, you're going to have to kind of accept this transformation. You're just going to have to. This is not one of those karmic things to break. It's one of those karmic things that it's going to happen whether you want it to or not. The reason I say that is because of this. Not only do you have the fucking scorpion right there attacking the emotions, the water sign, the really intense water sign, but you also have the lizard right here. See the little tongue, the little red piece sticking out? You also have the lizard trying to attack it as well. That tells me that this is something that's been going for a long time and you've just been fighting it. I knew that was coming. Miss Jenelle, honey, you're going to have to embrace your inner vampire. I mean, your inner werewolf there. You're going to have to embrace the inner werewolf there. Because being the normal person thus far hasn't really worked out. You're going to have to let that transformation take place. Like, this is funny. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. But this, like this, it's just overwhelming sign after overwhelming sign. Like the very first thing I saw was that right there. The fucking scorpion tail. That was the very first thing I saw. The fact that it's all over that emotion right there. The fact that it's all over the Pisces sign. Pisces are, like I said, they're very driven. When they see something they want, they go after it. So the fact that it is all over, you try to stop your abilities to be normal. I feel alone. I'm so sorry, Jenelle, honey. Welcome to the club. Welcome to the club. Seriously. Seriously. By trying to be normal for so long, like, this is going to start coming out whether you're ready for it to come out or not, unfortunately. We all hit this point, and I'm just going to tell you guys this. I've been doing what I do for a long time. And within the last, I don't know, 3 years, 4 years, 4 years, really since COVID was a thing, people's gifts are unlocking, not only unlocking, but ramping up at a speed that I haven't ever seen in my entire life. I haven't ever seen in my entire life. So when I see something like this, where you have the person there and then you have the transformation over here, if you guys are having trouble with your gifts, I would find a mentor that can help you. I would find a mentor that can help you with that gift. Now, finding a mentor can be kind of tough. I would love to mentor all of you, but unfortunately, I don't have time. I don't have time to even mentor myself. So I would advise you to find a mentor. Now, here's the catch. This goes for any kind of mentor. And this goes for all of you. Okay? The person that you're looking at learning from, ask about their credentials. Ask about their credentials. Ask how they grew up. Ask how long they've been doing what they're doing. Ask about their gifts. Ask about all of those things. Okay? It is okay. Would you really just go to a doctor because their name says doctor in it? I mean, some people probably would. Would you hire a plumber without looking at all the Yelp reviews or all the Google reviews? Would you hire anybody without looking at all the reviews? Do you see what I'm saying? So don't just see some spiritual person on TikTok and think that they look really cool and like, I'm going to learn from them. Because here's the thing. There are people that look so unassuming that have been doing this their entire life, and they are phenomenal for you to learn from. And then there are people, they really look the part, but they have no fucking clue what they're doing. Y'all never be afraid to ask someone's credentials. Okay? Aw, thank you, Fuzzy Hippie. Fuzzy Tippy, excuse me. Ask. Oh, thank you, Janelle. Yeah, ask. Don't be afraid to ask for somebody's credentials, especially if you're looking at learning, honing your gift. There are people out there that can help you. There are. And I'm sorry that your gift, that you have to try to hide it. And I'm sorry that the world has made it to where you've had to hide it. A lot of people are in that boat where they didn't know how to handle their gift as a kid, where their parent didn't know how to handle it, etc. That's usually what happened, is the parents were like, oh God, we don't talk about that, like, yeah. And I'm sorry that you aren't able to embrace that new part of you yet. By finding a mentor that can help you, one of the awesome things about that is this. You have somebody that not only you can talk to, but they can help give you some exercises to hone that gift. Okay? being that I don't know what your gift is, I'm going to recommend a book to you. And this is a good book for all of you guys, okay? It's called The Psychic Witch by, I think it's Matt Aaron. It's black with a white owl on the front. You can get it in paperback. You can get it on Kindle, on Audible, Kindle, and paperback. Anyway, I loved listening to it on Audible because there are a lot of areas in it where the author or the guy reading it to you is walking you through an exercise to boost your gifts. I highly, highly recommend it. It is great. It's fantastic. Okay. So that's really, really where I would start, Jenelle, is start there. Start there. Listen to that book. Listen to how to boost your clairs, how to change them, hone them. I almost said own them, but I guess that too. Own them, hone them, all the things. The wind picked up on cue. It is called The Psychic Witch, and it's a great book. Okay, it's a great book. The Psychic Witch. It's a good one. Yeah, that's not me, honey. I promise. It's not me, I promise. I will never message anybody. I will never message anybody. Not for a reading. I might message you, you know, if you ask me a question, I might message you back or whatever. But yeah, I will never, ever message you for a reading. So Miss Jenelle, I would say to dive into learning how to use your gifts, because if you don't, sooner or later, the universe, well, I'm going to say sooner rather than later, the universe is going to make that gift pop out, whether you're ready or not. So I wouldn't keep hiding it. Okay? I wouldn't keep hiding it, sweetie. And hey, stay here and hang out with us. Yeah, I'll help you all I can. I'll help you all I can. Well, I'm going to end YouTube over here. See you guys tomorrow.